Hello, guys. Welcome back. So I have fun. My arms hurt. They hurt so bad, but it's awesome. Found a free gym in VR. Oh, found it on see my damn arms. It was a weightlifting room, so yeah. And it's all about everybody was like there were like five reviews and two of the people were like, yeah, 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 yeah. And they were mad there wasn't anything to do. And I thought, you know what? I'm doing this positive thinking thing. It's free, right? Go ahead, try it out. If it's dumb, it's dumb. I can at least lift weights. Weights. And it is the most damn beautiful gym. All these beautiful bodybuilding, motivational posters everywhere. And I'm like, damn, these people are ripped. And there's a bunch of free weights all over the place. And as a ex-gym rat, as a weightlifter, I didn't do it professionally or anything, but it really bothered me there was no weight rack. These weights were just like all over the floor, and I'm like, somebody gonna trip on these. There should be a weight rack. Why isn't there a weight rack? That was bothering me, but there were like some 20s and there were some 10s and everything. There were just free weights. There wasn't a bar or anything. And there were a lot of goodies that you couldn't use. Like there was a bar to chin up bar and stuff. And I'm looking at it and I'm like trying to get to it and I can't. But, everybody's saying, oh, this is stupid. There's nothing you can do. And I'm like, you can do everything in the world with weights. You can. So I'm like lifting these weights and I'm going on the benches. I'm lifting these weights. And then I figured out you could walk around the room. Nobody else figured this out. So I'm running around the room with these little 10 pounders and, I'm moving the arms back and forth. And I figured out, even though you can't go in the wrestling ring, you can run up boxing ring. I'm sorry, you can run up it, and you can run across the side, and then you can run back down again. And then I hit my Y button out of curiosity, and this guy has visualization. So I did that. I did the first one. It was kind of like an intro, but I did that, and I had done that power of positive thinking. I listened to that while I was running around the gym and touching everything because I was going crazy. I was back in the gym. So it was really good, and it was free. And I'm like, huh, this power of positive thinking really works because I could have either looked at that and said, "Pff, there isn't all this stuff. And it's free, by the way, and people are pissed off that for free, it doesn't do 20 times more. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but, he actually has a lot here, but it's all based on your attitude. You could either go in there and whine about everything that's not there. You could go in there and go, dude, they got weights in this gym, and you can jog. If you've ever spent a significant amount of time in the weight room, you have seen people jogging in place waiting for a machine. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. But it was really fun. It was fun to get a workout. And I thought, it reminded me, I have this jogging app and I can go use that jogging app and go jog in that. So I can start getting my workouts again, even if it was too chilly to walk today. I was gonna go out for, physical workout, but it was a little too cold. It's a good thing I stayed home because the guy that cuts my lawn, came, and I'm trying to be more positive about stuff. And I'm like, well, you know what? That guy's like part of my team. He's the person that cuts my lawn, and yeah, I gotta pay him. But that means that frees me up hours and hours of time to work on, this and to work on my Patreon. And YouTube's been pushing me to start making stuff for you guys to have paid subscriptions. No, don't get nervous. Everybody wouldn't have to pay, but people that did want to pay right on YouTube could pay. I'm thinking about that and kicking that around. And we've been discussing it as a group. We've been saying, well, that would be like 3 full-time jobs. What could you give on YouTube that you wouldn't be giving on Patreon? And how would you keep stuff fresh? And I've been asking patrons, there have been stuff I've put up on Patreon in the past, and people weren't interacting with it. And should I put it here on the community? So we're working out how to move stuff around, and I really feel bad up here. And it was just good to pop into a gym and to be happy and to just let everything go and go work out in the gym. And enjoyed myself. It was nice to get away for the day. And the gods will always provide for us. I got that gym. There's another one in, Steam VR. If you don't have stuff like VR, there are free workouts on YouTube. You can work out in your home. You can work out in your home. We all, you can either take a negative mindset and cry because you can't afford a Bowflex and, a $500,000 home gym, or you can do what we did in the old days, which was, people would attach stuff to broom handles and lift like that, or go out for a walk, or go out for a jog, or do whatever they had to do. Even if you're working out in your home, you can still do plenty of stuff. So it was definitely one of those things from the gods about having a positive attitude and making the most of what you have. I'm like, well, that gym is proof because, I saw all the possibilities. You can do infinite things with weights. Are you kidding me? I'm like, I wish I had like a reclining chair and I've been doing skull crushers and I'm like, we need one of those things so I can do preacher curls and I'm trying to do, what is it, the farmer's curl, and I was gonna try to figure out how to do a what is it? Farmer's carry or farmer's lift? Strokes. But all the neat things you can do with weights. And I'm like, you can do anything with weights. And it brought back good memories because the ladies would come down from aerobics and they would steal all the tiniest weights off the weight rack in the weight room. And the guys would be like, here they come, starting our weights. And they'd be up there jumping around and jogging and going like this and punching in the air, punching in the air. And I used to hang out with guys in the weight room. And the guy would just shake his head and say, how can they expect to, get fit doing that? Because, some guys just lift and they don't do cardio. You should do both, but I said, well, I know I couldn't jump around and put weights above my head like that. And he goes, yeah, I guess you're right. You won't want to do that with a certain size weight unless you're suicidal. So, I don't know what I just heard. Hold on, guys. Came and took the mail, but somebody had tried to contact me, to get to the channel. Someone had tried to contact me, something. I didn't get to read your whole thing. YouTube is now auto swallowing comments. You might have put a period in between words, like with no space, which they consider spam. This is the only thing I can think of. They're not telling us why they're doing this. Or you've gone around in the past and you've done stuff on YouTube that's violated terms of service. Terms of service have changed, guys, so update yourself on that stuff. You might have whatever you're doing, YouTube's just eating your comments, and something about they were working out more, and something about Thor and Loki, and I didn't get to read your whole comment. I'm sorry, but YouTube swallowed it. I went and checked my mail. YouTube definitely swallowed it. It's not there. I don't, it's nobody that was banned or anything. It was YouTube swallowed it. Because if you're banned, they won't even tell me you commented. Um, they're good to work out with, and just, there's this thing when you start to work out, always make sure you're being balanced. Make sure you're reading your magazines if you're not reading magazines or books. Especially if you're getting into weightlifting, you're going to have to educate yourself. You're going to have to get the nutrition down. You're going to do this so you don't wreck your body. You're going to have to learn to take rest days. I know. You're going to have to learn to take rest days. There are extreme crazy guys out there that don't do it, and they're very jacked up on stuff too. You have to take rest days. You're going to have to learn what works for you. Everybody's got a different body build. Everybody works out differently. Different nutrition plan works for everyone. You don't need a specialized trainer or anything. You can figure this out. There are tons of YouTube videos. Make sure you pick someone that seems like they have a sane head on their shoulders and they've read a book or two. Don't just pick someone that, you know what I mean. They're all in it for being a showboat, and, you realize that all they care about is, strutting up and down. Make sure you get someone who will teach you the mechanics, whether you get magazines or books or YouTube or reading articles. Muscle and Fitness is really good. Muscle and Fitness is really good, and it'll tell you about this is what builds muscle, this is how muscles are built. Basically they tear apart and they rebuild is how you build muscle. And it will tell you this is good nutrition. This is the latest nutrition advice. You don't have to go out and spend like thousands of dollars on, protein and everything. But Getting back to the gods, if they're gonna work with you, work with them. If especially Thor and Loki, they do seem to get excited when we work out, when we're doing fitness stuff. They will tell us, okay, go for it, go for it. And then if we run into trouble or we're starting to slow down, they'll say, hey, buddy, slow down. Think of your nutrition. Go back to your nutrition. I'm gonna cry happy tears because I get to go to a gym and lift weights. And they will tell you, today's a day we feel. If they're telling you today's a day we feel you shouldn't lift weights, don't lift weights. If they say don't do your cardio today, just have a bad feeling, buddy, don't do it. You'll get a sixth sense yourself. You'll wake up and your body will be like, yeah, I want to go today. I want to hit it really hard. Or you'll wake up some days and I'm not saying just stop working out, but if you get up someday and your body just feels wrong and you can't move, let your body have a rest day. Let your body have a rest day. Do the nutrition. Take a look at your workout. We can't all work out like Olympians. Just kind of realize that, especially with all the other stuff you got going on in your life. You got a job, maybe you got a family, maybe you're going to college, whatever you're doing, you can't expect to work out like somebody who has sponsors with huge pockets and that is literally all they do is work out all day. That and prison are the two places you can work out all you like. And Lucky's like, yeah, and retirement. So yeah, if you don't fit one of those three categories, you're gonna have to fit it in. And you can build it up in time, but basically they come in when they're excited we're doing right, but they want to keep us on an even kill. They don't want us getting into stuff that'll damage our bodies. If you can't read the ingredients, usually my golden rule is, and I had taken all those supplement powders and everything. If I don't know what the hell the ingredients are and Muscle and Fitness or whatever I go to read hasn't said like this is good stuff, this is, really good stuff, it would behoove me not to take it. You can make your own protein drinks at home. You can do this. You got milk, you got peanut butter, you got your almond milk, whatever. You make your own stuff at home and it'll work just as good. And you'll know what the hell's in it and it'll be natural. It just came up in the news that there were, forget the country, but there were these diet pills that they had out there and they killed all these people. So, be careful, guys. Just don't, keep a level head. If they're working out with you, go in the direction that they're leading you, but don't think you have to impress them. You don't have to keep going progressively heavier with weightlifting. You don't have to keep adding a mile after a mile after a mile if you're not up to it. There are people that could jog 4 to 6 miles a day and it would be nothing. That's just how their body's built. And there are people that if they walk a couple miles a day, that's a good workout. And then there are people that, for various reasons, they work out less. The gods want us to do what's within our abilities. We don't all have to be running 20 miles a day and then hitting the gym for 4 hours and lifting weights and doing stuff like that. So, it is a fun adventure to go on with them, to lift the weights and to do the jogging or do the swimming or do the walking or just do exercises in your chair, or if you're bedridden, do exercises in your bed. But, go at your own pace. Don't push yourself. This doesn't pass for medical or, exercise advice. Make sure that if you're going to start on a program, they do tell you that, every program ever usually tells you to consult your doctor just to make sure you don't have any underlying health issues. In case you've wondered why, go to your doctor and say I want to lift weights and stuff like that, or I want to jog or something, and they'll go, okay, yeah, I'm going to check you out, make sure you don't have any underlying health issues, and then you're free to hit the gym. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. That was really fun. We got to the gym, and then I remembered as I'm doing this, like, oh yeah, somebody asked. They're great to work out with. Whatever of the Norse gods or whatever god you work out with, they're great to work out with. But, they're going to keep you on a level that's healthy for you. And don't worry about that. You can certainly ask them for strength and endurance, but, don't push yourself, guys. Don't wreck your body. And I say that because I can get obsessive with working out. I can start working out more and more and more and like be doing it and wreck my body. So don't do as I do, do as I say. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.